Hello everyone, we are grade 6. I'm Zhao Yiting.
I'm TsailingLiang.
I'm Zhang Huiwen.
Today we are going to present Unit 11, Composing an Invitation Letter. And let's start with the table of content. First, we divided the presentation into 14 parts, and Huiwen will cover part 1 to part 4. And both Huiwen and I will present scenario 2. After learning new vocabulary and practice listening, Pinglin will introduce activity 2 and explain high-level context culture for us. After that, I will conclude the presentation and do the remaining parts, including references, job assignment, and inside story. Later, we will have a 20-minute break time. After returning, we will invite each group to come to the stage and give us some comments. And last, we will choose 3 best commentators and to use our feedback to conclude our presentation today. Now, let's give the floor to Huiwen.
Hi, I'm Zhang Huiwen. Today we have 5 vocabularies. The first one, honorarium. Please repeat after me. It's a usually small amount of money paid to someone for a service for which no official charge is made. For example, this year we provide an honorarium in the amount of 20,000 NT dollars to our keynote speakers.
This year we provide an honorarium in the amount of
20,000
to our keynote speakers.
And next one, wording. Means the choice and meaning of the words used when you say or write something. For example, I'm not sure about the wording of the letter.
I'm not sure about the wording of the letter.
And next one, rigid. It means stiff or fixed, not able to be bent or moved. For example, do you think it's a bit too rigid?
Do you think it's a bit too rigid?
And next one, take something on board.
Take something on board.
It means to understand or accept an idea or a piece of information. For example, right, I'll take your comments on board and add those points to the letter.
I will take your comments on board and add those points to the letter.
And the last one, meticulous. It means very careful and with great attention to every detail. For example, Lee is famous for being extremely meticulous.
Lee is famous for being extremely meticulous.
And now it's scenario 2. And I will present Tom and Angela will present Nina. And please repeat after me. Hey Nina, come and see the invitation letter I've just revised.
Hey, Nina, come and see the invitation letter I just revised.
Okay, let me have a look.
Okay, let me have a look.
What do you think?
What do you think?
It looks good to me.
It looks good to me.
You seem to have included all of the information related to the 2014 GRI convention.
You seem to have included all of the information related to the 2014 GRI convention.
I also mentioned the honorarium.
Also mentioned the honorarium.
This year, we provide an honorarium in the amount of 20,000 NT dollars to our keynote speakers.
This year we provide an honorarium in the amount of 20,000 dollars to our keynote speakers.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Last year, we could only afford to pay less than 10,000 NT dollars.
Last year we could only afford to pay less than 10,000 NT dollars.
I know, we we had a pretty tight budget this year.
I know, we had a pretty tight budget this year.
I remember we even struggled with the reimbursement.
I remember we even struggled with the reimbursement.
Yeah, it was almost mission impossible. I still can't believe we accomplished it.
Neither can I.
Just one more thing. I'm not sure about the wording of the letter.
I'm not sure about the wording of the letter.
Do you think it's a bit too rigid?
Well, it's a bit stiff and formal, but I think it is supposed to be like that.
Well, it's a bit stiff and formal, but I think it is supposed to be like that.
I think it is pretty normal. Don't let it worry you too much.
I think it's pretty normal. Don't let it worry you too much.
Are you positively sure?
Are you positively sure?
Well, maybe just a couple of points. Then I think the email and I think the mail is ready.
Well, maybe just a couple of points, then I think the mail is ready.
Maybe you would like to mention transportation arrangements and state clearly what you'd expect him to talk about.
Maybe you would like to mention transportation arrangements and state clearly what is going to talk about.
Right. I'll take your comments on board and add those points to the letter.
I'll take your comments on board and add those points to the letter.
Maybe I should ask Lee to proofread the letter for me.
Maybe I should ask Lee to proofread the letter.
Why not? Lee is famous for being extremely meticulous.
Lee is famous for being meticulous.
He's the right person to go to.
He's the right person to go to.
Right. Thanks for your feedback and reassurance.
Right. Thanks for your feedback and reassurance.
No problem.
And now I'm going to talk about preposition practice. There are 12 questions. The first one, it looks good, me. You seem to have included all the information related the 2014 GRI convention. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Xinghui.
2 of 2.
Yes, the answer is 2 of and 2. Please repeat after me.
Let's give her a big hand.
Let's give her a big hand. Please repeat after me. It looks good to me. You seem to have included all of the information related to the 2014 GRI convention.
It looks good to me. You seem to have included all of the information related to the 2014 GRI convention.
And next question. This year, we provide an honorarium. The amount, 20,000 NT dollars, are keynote speakers. Yuxiang.
In, of, to.
Yes, the answer is in, of, and to. Please, let's give him a big hand. Please repeat after me. This year, we provide an honorarium in the amount of 20,000 NT dollars to our keynote speakers.
This year, we provide an honorarium in the amount of 20,000 NT dollars.
20,000. All of you, please repeat.
20,000 NT dollars to our keynote speakers.
Okay, next one. Last year, we could only afford to pay less 10,000 NT dollars. Zixun. Yes, the answer is 10. Let's give her a big hand. Last year, we could only afford to pay less than 10,000 NT dollars.
Last year, we could only afford to pay less than 10,000 NT dollars.
The next question. I remember we even struggled the reimbursement. Channel.
Wait.
Yes, the answer is with. Let's give her a big hand. I remember we even struggled with the reimbursement.
I remember we even struggled with the reimbursement.
And next question. I'm not sure the wording, the letter.
About and of.
Yes, the answer is about and of. I'm not sure about the wording of the letter. And next question. Well, maybe just a couple of points. Then I think the mail is ready. Something. Yes, the answer is off. Let's give her a big hand. Well, maybe just a couple of points. Then I think the mail is ready.
Maybe just a couple of points, and I think the mail is ready.
And next one. Maybe you'd like to mention transportation arrangements and state clearly what you expect him to talk. Nothing. Yes, the answer is about. Let's give her a big hand. Maybe you'd like to mention transportation arrangements and state clearly what you expect him to talk about.
Maybe you would like to mention transportation arrangements and state clearly what you expect him to talk about.
And next question. Right. I'll take your comment board and add those points, the letter. Xuanyu.
On and to.
Yes, the answer is on and to. Let's give her a big hand. Right. I'll take your comments on board and add those points to the letter.
Your comments on board and add those points to the letter.
And next question. Maybe I should ask Lee to proofread the letter, me. Zixun. Yes, the answer is 4. Let's give her a big hand. Maybe I should ask Lee to proofread the letter for me.
Maybe I should ask you to proofread the letter.
And next one. Lee is famous, being extremely meticulous. Yuxiang.
4.
Yes, the answer is 4. Let's give him a big hand. Lee is famous for being extremely meticulous.
He is famous for being extremely meticulous.
And the next question. He's the right person to go. Chenrong.
2.
Yes, the answer is 2. Let's give her a big hand. He's the right person to go to.
He is the right person to go to.
And the last one. Right. Thanks. Your feedback and reassurance. Zixun. Yes, the answer is 4. Let's give her a big hand. Right. Thanks for your feedback and reassurance. And next, let's turn to page 77. And before listening practice, I will introduce 7 words for you. The first one, press release. It's an official statement issued to newspapers giving information on a particular matter. For example, I'm calling to ask whether you finished writing the press release for the 14th Annual GRI Convention.
I'm calling to ask whether you have finished writing the press release for the 14th Annual GRI Convention.
And the next one is well-crafted.
Well-crafted.
It means skillfully construct. For example, I'm still working on it, trying to construct a well-crafted and concise press release to compel both traditional and non-traditional participants to attend the convention.
I'm still working on it, trying to construct a well-crafted and concise press release to compel both traditional and non-traditional participants to attend the convention.
And next one is compel. It means to drive or urge forcefully or irresistibly to make someone do something. For example, I'm still working on it, trying to construct a well-crafted and concise press release to compel both traditional and non-traditional participants to attend the convention.
I'm still working on it, trying to construct a well-crafted and concise press release to compel both traditional and non-traditional participants to attend the convention.
And next one is incorporate.
Incorporate.
It means to include something as part of something larger. For example, no problem. I'll incorporate all the key points you've mentioned into the press release.
No problem. I will incorporate all the key points you mentioned into the press release.
And next one is minute by minute.
Minutes by minutes.
It means it's used to describe something that occurs or is updated constantly with attention to every single minute. For example, and don't forget to post minute by minute updates on the convention on the GRI official webpage on Facebook.
And don't forget to post minute by minute updates on the convention on the GRI official webpage on Facebook.
And the next one, conduit.
Conduit.
Conduit. It means
Please repeat.
it's a medium or a channel through which something like information or resources is conveyed. For example, nowadays, social networking websites are the far more effective conduits to our target markets.
Nowadays, social networking websites are the far more effective conduits to our target market.
And the last one, bear.
There.
It's used to keep or remember something. For example, okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
And next is our listening practice for the following 3 questions.
Listening practice. Please listen to the following dialogue and answer the questions. Writing a press release. Hello, this is Simon speaking. Is this Fiona I'm speaking with? Yes. Hello, Simon. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. I'm calling to ask whether you finished writing the press release for the 14th annual GRI convention. I think it's time we publicized the convention. Not really. I'm still working on it, trying to construct a well-crafted and concise press release to compel both traditional and non-traditional participants to attend the convention. It's quite tricky, isn't it? Indeed. Well, can I just remind you what key points and messages I'd like to get across through the press release? Sure, please. First of all, please put "for immediate release" at the top of the page. Also, don't forget to provide the convention's basic information. That is, the 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, and why. Right at the beginning of the press release? Like the very first paragraph? Yes, but only the convention's basic facts, and put more details in the second paragraph. Okay. Also, please include the boilerplate information about our company, as well as the contact information at the bottom of the page. No problem. I'll incorporate all the key points you've just mentioned into the press release. And don't forget to post minute-by-minute updates on the convention on the GRI official webpage on Facebook. Nowadays, social networking websites are the far more effective conduits to our target markets. Okay. Anything else? That should be all. Thanks for your time. Not at all. Thank you for your kind reminders. I'll get it done as soon as possible and get back to you once I finish it. Good. If possible, I'd like to hear from you by the end of this week, preferably no later than Friday, early afternoon. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Great. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
And the first question, what is the purpose of a press release? If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Yuxiang. A. No, the answer is C. Because in the dialogue, Fiona said that I'm still working on it, trying to construct a well-crafted and concise press release to compel both traditional and non-traditional participants to attend the convention. And the second question, according to the dialogue, what are the 5 W's in the press release? Xinghui. Yes, the answer is C. Let's
No,
give her a bit.
Could you go to number 1? The first one is, I think Yuxiang is correct. A. Yuxiang, what's your evidence? You are right. The answer is A.
The man asked the woman to hand in the press release.
Okay, and why? There's a word, publicity. What does that mean?
发表公开。
公开
To get publicity. 你们发新闻稿要干嘛？
宣传。
So that's the key word. What does that mean? Publicity.
宣传。
Is that a new word to you? Yes or no? Yes or no, 慧文 Is it so hard to decide? Oh, you don't know? Yishang, what does that mean?
宣传。
Okay? To get something publicity, meaning you publicize. You let the public know what's going on in your company or what you are going to do. So it's to get press release and publicity. They are closely related. Okay? Is that clear? Xuanyu, what's your answer in your book? What did you write?
我这题没写。
有写这题写 A 的举手，选 C 的举手，都没写的举手。没写的是谁啊？乐平，你选什么？你觉得应该是什么？啊？
不确定。
不确定。
就是找不太到，就是没有找，不能直接找到的，
是因为那个 publicity 这个字不懂吗？
就是感觉其他两个都错啊。
感觉其他两个都
就是
错。
B、C 感觉，但 A 也找不到。
A 就是 press release 就是 publicity。OK。那你发新闻稿要干嘛？新闻呢是全世界的人都看得到，全部的人都看得到。OK。Let's continue.
Okay, the next question. According to the dialogue, what are the 5 W's in the press release? 新慧 Yes, the answer is C. Let's give her a big hand. In the dialogue, Simon said, also, don't forget to provide the convention's basic information, that is the 5 W's, who, what, where, when, and why. And for the next question, what kind of information did Simon mention should be provided at the bottom of the press release page? Xuanyu.
B.
Yes, the answer is B. The boilerplate information about the company as well as the contact information. Let's give her a big hand. In the dialogue, Simon said, also, please include the boilerplate information about our company as well as the contact information at the bottom of the page. And let's give the floor to Ping.
Hi, my name is Ping. And I'm going to talk about activity 2. Please turn to page 79. And in activity 2, I have to write a press release according to a listening practice. And there are 4 requirements. First one, for immediate release on the top of the page. Second, providing the convention's basic information, 5 W's, which are who, when, where, what, and why. And third, including boilerplate information about the ACE company. And the last one, contact information at the bottom of the page. And this is the press release I wrote. And I divided into 2 parts. Let's look at the first part. The ACE company, a leading international trading corporation in the retail industry, is delighted to announce the 14th annual GI convention, which will take place at Taipei International Conference Center, Taipei, on June 15th, 2025. This event will bring together industry professionals, experts, and innovators from around the world to discuss emerging trends, share insights, and explore new opportunities in the retail industry. Dr. Mackenzie, chairman of the International Trading Association, has kindly agreed to offer the keynote address, providing valuable perspective on global trade and the evolving landscape of the retail market. And the first requirement for immediate release should be on the top of the page. The second requirement, 5 W's. The first one, who. Yeah. Who means who hold this conference. It's the ACE company who hold the conference. And the second one, what. What is going to be held? The 14th annual GI convention is going to be held, and it's at Taipei International Conference Center. And when is it going to be held? It's going to be held on June 15th, 2024. And the
25.
reason, 25. And the reason why the AC company hold this conference is to bring together industry professionals, experts, and innovators from around the world to discuss emerging trends, share insights, and explore new opportunities in the retail industry. Okay. And the next one is still who. Who means who is gonna make a speech at the conference. Dr. Mackenzie is going to make a speech at this conference. And let's look at the second part. ACE Company is an international trading corporation specializing in the retail industry with a global presence and a commitment to innovation. ACE continues to lead the way in delivering cutting-edge solutions for the retail markets. And this is the boilerplate information about the ACE company. And the information download is the contact information about the ACE company. Okay, and I have finished the activity 2, and I'm going to talk about high and low context culture. Since you all know that in low context culture, people speak directly and clearly, but in high context culture, people speak indirectly and implicitly. It's quite the same in meetings and business in communications. In low context cultures, meetings or business communication tend to direct and clear, and focusing on facts, data, and specific action plans. And in high context cultures, meetings or business communication tend to indirect and implicit, and focusing on social relationships. And here's the example of low context culture. If you are a host in low context culture, you may say, "Good morning, everyone. Let's get started. Our main agenda for today's meeting is to discuss the marketing strategy for the upcoming GI convention. We'll go through the key points one by one, and we'll make decisions on each. The meeting will be divided into 3 parts. First, reviewing the schedule. Second, confirming the keynote speaker. And finally, discussing the social media strategy. I'll give each of you a chance to speak during each section. You can say that in low context culture, the host directly go to the point. And this is the example in high context culture. If you are hosting high context culture, you may say, "Good morning, everyone. I'm honored to welcome you all today. Before we begin our discussions, I'd like to express my deep appreciation for everyone's hard work and dedication to this project. As we gather here today, I believe we all share the same commitment to ensuring the success of the upcoming GI convention. Let us now move forward by reviewing some of the important details. I trust that you all are familiar with the key points already. Let's take this opportunity to address any concerns or ideas you may have. You can see that from this dialogue, the host in high context culture, he thank people first and go gradually to a point. Okay, now we have better understanding of meeting and business communication in high and low context culture. Let's do a quick practice. Do you know which one is high context culture and which one is low context culture? Number one, John is the host and he said, "Good morning everyone, it's a pleasure to have you all here today. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate the hard work everyone has put in so far. Now I trust that Sarah has some update on the conference schedule. Whenever you're ready, Sarah, please feel free to share with us." And number two, John said, "Good morning everyone, let's begin the meeting today. Today we have three main points to cover. The conference schedule, confirming the keynote speaker, and reviewing the market materials. Sarah, please provide an update on the schedule." Does anyone know the answer? Which one is?
The upper one is high contact culture and the lower one is the low contact culture.
Yes, thank you. Let's give her a big hand. You can say from the first dialogue, the host thank people first and go gradually to the point. And the number two, the host goes straight to a point. It is a classic type in low context culture. And that's the end of my part. I give a ball to E.T.
In today's presentation, we cover three things. Three things. The first is the do's and don'ts when composing an invitation letter in scenario 2. And the second thing is trying to use 5W to structure a press release. And the last one is know that the meetings and business conversation in high context cultures and low context cultures. Okay. And here's the reference of today's presentation. References. We referenced English 4.9 for the content in the vocabulary scenario 2, preposition practice and listening practice. And we also use Cambridge Dictionary for the English definition in the vocabulary part. And we use Yahoo Dictionary for phonetic symbols in vocabulary. And the last one is we use ChatGPT in today's presentation for the examples in vocabularies, example sentences, and in activity 2 and high and low context culture. And the last one is the YouTube for the break time music. Here's the job assignment. Hui Wen did vocabulary scenario 2, preposition practice, and listening practice. And me, Zhao Yiting, I did the scenario 2, conclusion, references, inside story, job assignment, break time, and the PowerPoint design. And the last is Ping Ling. She did activity 2 and high and low context culture. Here's the inside story. This is Hui Wen's inside story. She spent 7 hours to do this presentation. On Monday, March 17th, she spent 2 hours to do vocabulary and preposition practice. And on Tuesday, March 18th, she spent 4 hours to do the scenario 2 and listening practice. And on Sunday, March 23rd, she spent 1 hour to do the final rehearsal. And this is my inside story. I spent 8 hours in total to do this presentation. First is on Wednesday, March 12th. I spent 2 hours to do the PowerPoint design. And on March 21st, Friday, I spent 2 hours to do the practice of scenario 2 and do PowerPoint design. And did PowerPoint design. And on March 22nd, I spent 3 hours to do the conclusion, references, inside story, and the job assignment. Last, I spent 1 hour yesterday to do the final rehearsal and check. And here is Pingling's inside story. She spent 2 hours yesterday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. to do activity 2. And from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. she spent 2 hours to do the high and low contest culture. And from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. she spent 3 hours to do her final checkout and rehearsal. And now is the break time. Please go back.
Come back.
Come back. Please come back at 2:20.
They cannot go back yet. They need to come back.
Come back. 2:20. 25. 28.
I don't know, it's up to you.
Oh, so
It's your call.
please come back at 2:25.